I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane, find out my mental, based on instrumental records. Hey, so I can write monumental methods. I'm not the king.
Welcome to Spin That Back. This is Rick.
I'm Eric.
And this is our spoiler review for Hardcore Henry, written and directed by Ilya.
I don't know.
What was his name?
Some Russian guy.
I'm gonna butcher his fucking last name. Like the insane new fucking first-person action movie. I guess kind of like the first of its kind, pretty much. I guess
It's well, it's been attempted before, but it hasn't really worked up until now.
Yeah.
Now I guess with the technology they have, with like how easy it is to use a GoPro and the video quality, you're actually able to put together a pretty cool fucking movie.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a spoiler review. So obviously, we're gonna cover the movie in depth. There's like a really specific taste, I guess, that this movie's gonna appeal to. So
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you could watch the trailer if it kind of doesn't catch your eye, then
that shit don't even
probably-
have a story anyway.
probably just not for you.
Very minimal story.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just jump right into it then. So what do we think of the movie?
This shit is clean. It's the best video game movie ever made.
Yeah, it
Basically, because it's like a fucking video game like that. I think that's the target audience here. It's like
yeah,
with video games being as big as they are now, especially first person shooters, it's like I guess it's a pretty cool idea to basically strap a fucking camera to this guy and just have him run around shooting people.
Yeah, I don't even know how they did like half of this shit in this
The
movie.
stunts were fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, this kind of it's interesting to me because I know a lot of people, especially like the hardcore comic book fans. Like I kind of hate to keep talking about Batman versus Superman because it's been like nonstop discussion about that movie. But it's interesting because I know for the hardcore fans, they felt like that was the movie made for them, even though maybe it didn't appeal to a wide audience, and that's kind of like what I think this is. Like this is gonna appeal to like a really.
Except this one didn't spend fucking $400 million trying to sell you some bullshit fucking movie.
And you didn't need to know like the whole comic book backstory before going to watch it.
That's why this one works, cause.
but this is gonna appeal to like a really like specific group of people. I mean, it's pretty much made for people like us. Like video game nerds.
Or if you just like crazy over the top action movies too. I mean, this might be your thing.
Yeah, and when we say over the top, like it's over the top.
It's so crazy.
I mean, this shit is fucking insane. It was like way more violent than I thought it was gonna be.
Fucking violent, man.
Especially that last fight, but we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I mean, this movie was fucking insane. Like some of the shit I don't even know. I really want to see the behind the scenes stuff how they did this movie.
What was the budget? You didn't see what the budget was?
No, I'm not sure.
It can't have been too much.
Sure what the budget was.
I mean, compare this budget, which I don't know how much it is, but I can tell you it's like a fraction of what like a Hollywood blockbuster movie would cost.
Yeah, they did it for like really little money. I'm sure.
Which I mean, it's understandable if it's something that is only gonna appeal to a small group of people. Then it's like drop a few $1 million or whatever, and like, hey, you'll be able to get your money back. It's not gonna be a lot of people, but that specific group of people, I think, would appreciate it enough.
Yeah, but it really is like an ode to like just crazy over the top action movies. Obviously, video games and first person shooters. I mean, there are some parts in here that are like really reminiscent of like GoldenEye. Even like Sharlto Copley wears the ghillie suit in that one scene. It's just straight out of like Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy because there's even some like hand to hand fighting in a few scenes, which is pretty cool because it almost is like a video game. That's why I say like this is probably they've tried to adapt video games into movies before, and the shit just doesn't work. I think this is just like a dumbed down version of that, and it's just giving you just action with no fucking not really much of a story, and which is why it works, because. The problem with a lot of these like fucking Silent Hill or what like fucking Tomb Raider, like they try to adapt these and it just doesn't work. But this movie it's basically it throws you like in the first person shooter where this is kind of how a lot of shooters start.
Yeah.
Like they kind of throw you like in you find stuff out as you play through the game, and that's what the shit is. It just throws you right in. It's pretty cool because even at the beginning, like usually when you're first playing like the first level or whatever. You always get like that little tutorial or like do this, do that, and you kind of see Henry when he gets like the apple in his hand, like squeeze it, and then it's just pretty cool because it's almost like you're in a sense, like playing through like a tutorial at the same time, you know, and it just jumps you like right into the action. So it feels like a fucking video game.
They should make this shit into a video game. Like, why don't they make the hardcore
Yeah,
Henry video
they
game?
should make this into a video game.
You know, there's always like like the video game tie-in. That shit would have been perfect. They should have made like the game to go along with the movie. This movie's not heavy on story, and a lot of movies I would fault for that. But I mean, this movie. It knows it's over the top. It knows that it's crazy. It's kind of like, you know, like I know you'd covered Shoot 'Em Up before.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a sort of similar tone where it's like, I mean, it's not taking it doesn't take itself too seriously because it's not that kind of a movie.
No.
So I mean, it doesn't have to be heavy on plot, you know. So that's why. That's the interesting thing about movies is that, you know, sometimes you can't forgive like the lack of plot, but in movies like this, it's, you know, you just kind of go with it because you know that's.
Yeah,
that's the tone of the movie. That's what they're going for. So
yeah, and I mean, and all of the storytelling is done through the character's actions. You know, like we don't really get like the character. He doesn't even fucking talk.
Yeah, it's
like a video game.
It's like Half-Life.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like Half-Life.
Like Half-Life a little bit.
I was watching it and I'm like, hey, this kind of reminded me of like when I first played like Half-Life. Where I'm watching, and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? It's almost like is there some scenes in there reminding me of like Uncharted? With like the car chase and like fucking cars like flipping over, and then there's other parts where
there is even like that parkour chase was kind of like the shit out of like Casino Royale.
Yeah, it was like a parkour chase.
Yeah, even like when he's climbing like the building and stuff like that. Like, you know, that shit's like really dope. I really want to see how they did some of this stuff because I mean this is like, I mean what it lacks in story it makes up for like on the technical side because I mean how they were able to pull this movie off I have no idea. I mean, they took, and actually we get to that point in the movie where it picks up where like that test footage that came out like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Picks up like that part of like in that dilapidated building. Was that Sharlto Copley in the test footage?
Yeah, it was Sharlto Copley.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, yeah, we get that whole scene, and that's like, I mean, pretty much this is just set piece after set piece.
Yeah. With like a little bit small breaks in between. And it's like when you think everything is okay, it's like in a video game. Like some shit just comes in, it fucking blows up, and then it throws you right into the action again.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty much nonstop, like the whole movie. I mean, you'd get like those little breaks, and I think I don't know. I'm be kind of curious to see like if people are gonna have a hard time like really following it, people getting nauseous like from watching it. Because I know like even like. I know a lot of people like saw Cloverfield and kind of had problems with it.
Yeah, this one's even
worse.
worse.
Is like even worse.
Yeah.
If you didn't even like watching that, you couldn't sit through 2 hours of that. Then I mean, this is just not gonna be your movie.
Yeah, but this shit is it's fucking insane, man. Like there's some crazy fucking. Man, it's had like some of the best kills ever, like in any movie.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to see how they did that stunt work because there's like a bunch of scenes where I'm watching and I'm like, damn, like how the fuck did they, you know, how did they do this or how many takes did it take them to do it? Or, you know.
Or I want to know who played. I bet you it was probably like a bunch of different guys that played Henry.
Yeah, probably.
Because obviously they had to get somebody that could do like
parkour,
hand-to-hand combat,
someone
parkour.
Who could shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Someone who could do that shit. It's crazy and that's a cool thing because since the character doesn't have a voice, it doesn't really have any dialogue. It's easy to just swap a person in and out, and it's not even gonna affect the flow of the movie. You know.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, the other guy besides obviously Henry that you know is a big chunk of the movie, the Sharlto Copley's character Jimmy.
He keeps getting killed. He's like what's his name?
Yeah,
from Half-Life?
that's another element from video games.
Yeah, but what's his name? The guy from Half-Life, the first Half-Life. Remember, was it Barney?
Oh, Barney.
Yeah, remember he fucking gets killed. Like he gets killed, and then he fucking comes back out, and that's kind of how his character is in the movie. Yeah. Where he just keeps getting killed and he keeps coming back. This shit's funny. Yeah. And eventually we find out that he's been basically cloning himself.
He's cloning himself. Yeah, because he was part of that project with that guy Akon. Akon isn't that the fucking singer?
Yeah, it's the fucking.
No, Akon. I think they pronounced it in the movie.
Whatever.
Akon. Yeah. He looked like that one henchman from Die Hard. Remember, like the one with the blonde hair.
The one that he fucking the one that he puts the chain around his neck, right?
Yeah, either him or the guy that worked for Job on Mission Impossible. Remember, that was that one guy with the blonde hair.
Oh, the guy with the blonde hair. Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah, it's a similar kind of look. But I mean, see, even like in cases like that, I mean, we don't really know how he got his powers either. I mean, but we don't really need. No. I mean, this kind of movie just like you don't need that explanation. I mean, you just like kind of just go with it.
And then towards the end too, it's almost it's like when you're leading up to like the big boss fight. There's like these fights that kind of build up.
Just like boss fights, like
like mini boss fights almost, and it leads up to like the big fight at the end. There's like that huge sequence when those fucking guys dressed like the bastards from A Clockwork Orange, and they come out wearing like that white suit.
Oh yeah, that's towards the end. But yeah, but I mean, we get like the one when they drop out of like I think they're like in a blimp, right? At the beginning, they're like in a blimp.
Some shit.
Then they
like
drop
that.
out. Then they fall on the street. Then you get
You get
the
like a car chase.
yeah. Then you get like an on foot chase. And then he chases that guy was his name Slick Dimitri. I think like he chases like they jump off the building and then they run through the streets. That's where you get like the whole parkour section. You get that fucking insane shit like on the motorcycles. Like when they go through the van. Like the shit that was dope on that scene was where they go through the van. Obviously, I mean, there's like a bunch of like that whole. I mean, the whole movie. I could just go on and on about the whole movie. I mean, like they crash through the van. Then like he jumps on top of the van. Like he throws a grenade and then the van explodes. And then like he does like a flip and lands on the motorcycle and shit.
Yeah, that shit's it's insane, man. That's why I say like this captures. I know they've been trying to make video game movies, but it's like this is like almost like a video game, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure at some point we're gonna get a video game that looks like that. Maybe.
Oh yeah, eventually, but
yeah.
I mean, still.
I mean, they might be able to put it off now with the Oculus and that PSVR coming out, but
yeah, but this shit's crazy, man. Like it captures the feel, you know, and that's why I think the only people that are really gonna like this are people who maybe they're like over the top action movies
video game
or
fans,
if you're like video games, yeah,
first person shooter fans. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like my only sort of worry is that I mean I'm pretty sure the movie's gonna make its money back, but I mean obviously I mean it's not getting great reviews. Like if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, it's not getting great reviews. But this is a movie that's not made for critics. It's made for, like we said, fans like us, people that
like Batman vs Superman was made for fans.
Yeah, you see how well that worked out. But yeah, I mean this is obviously made for like a really specific group of people. So yeah, I mean, if you don't fall within that category, I know it sounds kind of whack to say, well, it's only gonna appeal to this like really small group of people, but I mean, it's obviously like a passion project.
Yeah, see, but you get that from the trailers. Like if you see the trailer, you know what kind of movie it is. You know?
It doesn't try to sell you something that it's not. Like you see it and like I'm pretty sure like most people know, like if you see the commercial, like either you're gonna think, oh, that looks fucking stupid. Like why am I gonna sit there and get fucking dizzy for an hour and a half? Either you think it's the dumbest shit ever, or you're like us and you see it. Like I remember when we saw the test footage, we're like, holy shit! Like look at this fucking movie. Like, yeah, but
well, bitches talk about that scene at the end. That's like the best part.
Oh yeah,
man.
so obviously we have like all like we have like all like these like huge fights, and then even like when he fights that fat ass at the
yeah, he fucking just cracking the skull. It should remind. There's like some scene. Well, see that's why it's funny because it even reminded me of even God of War in a way. So where you get those close up like kills where he starts like fucking bashing people's like heads in, like that part. He fucking grabs the guy's head and he starts like smashing it on the ground. You see all the blood start to pour out from behind his head, and there's like those scenes where he fucking grabs the knives and he fucking throws them and he fucking slits guys' throats, and it's fucking violent, man. Like I didn't expect it to be this bloody or like super fucking violent the way that it was.
Yeah.
And then that scene from that test footage too when remember when he throws that grenade. He throws that grenade and the fucking guy like flies up and his like leg is missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's it's insane, man. But, it was funny, man. Like there's some deaths in there where I'm like, God damn,
yeah. See, most people wouldn't find that funny, but I mean, we're fucking laughing. Like we're
laughing, man. But see, it reminds me. That's why like this is like a video game because a bunch of those like deaths in there, how like he kills people, remind me of like fucking BioShock or. Like even like on Hitman where you like fucking shoot people and they go flying across the like a building.
Yeah, the ragdoll physics.
Yeah, it has like the ragdoll physics in some parts. Like it's fucking funny, you know. And I think that's why like most people probably won't like it, you know. But if you're into video games, I think this is like it's the shit.
Yeah, you're like us. You just like you just laugh like idiots the whole movie, or just you go and you think it's like the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
I gotta watch that. That shit had some of the best kills.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously, like all these fights don't compare. And I heard that like like the last part had like just like this crazy like action set piece. But I mean, it was like even crazier than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, when you take it was kind of almost like a mix of like the fight with like the Crazy 88 from like Kill Bill or like the Smiths in the Matrix.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a mix of all those, but like you get it from a first person perspective.
Man, that part when he fucking grabs that guy's arm and he fucking snaps him like off of like that.
Nah, bitch. The best one was when the guy falls on his stomach and he fucking jumps on his back and he fucking breaks.
Oh, he fucking snaps his back.
Yeah, he breaks his back.
Yeah.
Then like when he's like in that little shed or whatever, and then the guys are trying to jump in through the windows.
Oh, he's like fucking shooting them out though. Yeah, it reminds me of almost like like when zombies are trying to run into like a building, he's just like fucking taking them out one by one.
Yeah, he's capping all of them, but like they keep coming. Then like that one guy he gets tossed through the window. He goes through the fan, and you see like the fucking blood spurt everywhere. Like god damn,
this shit's crazy.
I mean that whole last fight. I mean we were fucking laughing. I mean
I was laughing so fucking hard.
That shit was so funny.
And I feel like a dumbass because I think we're the only ones laughing.
Yeah,
we're laughing fucking hard, man. I thought it was like the funniest shit.
Yeah, man. I mean like I said, I mean it sounds dumb to say, but either like you get it or you don't. I mean, but like you said, I mean if you go into this movie, I think you pretty much know what you're gonna get, so you're gonna know whether you like it or not. It's not like, well, let me see what this is. I mean, like you see the trailer and you know exactly.
If you see the test footage, that's what you're getting.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty much an hour and a half and like nonstop of that. And yeah, I mean, it was an awesome fucking movie. I mean, it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we didn't even talk about
not Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, she kind of looks like Jennifer Lawrence. She ends up getting fucking... Well, she's a bitch because apparently she was just bullshitting you the whole time. That's how when we find out that he's...
That's like the one twist in the movie. There's a couple twists in the movie.
Yeah, he has like that memory, like artificial memory, kind of... Well, not artificial, but they're basically using him as like...
Yeah, they give like all like those clones like the same story, except they just change the name. You know, it's Henry, and then there's like, you know...
Whatever the guy's name is.
Billy or whatever. I don't know what the fuck, but...
Yeah, but that scene at the end, which is, I was thinking, I'm like, how's this shit gonna end? You know, like, how are you gonna wrap up the story? And then it turns out it's all just like a big fuck you at the end, you know. And he ends up just taking everybody out and kills that fucking guy. What's his name?
Yeah,
Akon. He had like one of the best kills, man. Fucking didn't he like cut his head off from his mouth? Remember?
With like that cable.
Yeah,
that cable.
Yeah, like just sliced. That should have like a kill off of Mortal Kombat. You know, like when you fucking chop somebody.
You did like fatality under there.
It looked like a fatality.
Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty dope. We really only get like one real glimpse at Henry. That one part when he falls in, there's like a glass.
Yeah,
and you can see his reflection. I mean, you don't get like a really good look at his face.
Yeah, and then you get Pumpkin from Pulp Fiction. He's in that shit too.
Yeah, for like a minute.
Yeah, but he's in it. He's in the beginning and he's at the end. So was Henry an alien baby? Or what was he?
An alien baby?
Yeah, and then they throw a little robot against the door. What the fuck was he?
I don't know. Bitch, the story didn't make no sense. The whole point was like the fucking action. I mean, that's what you're coming for. That's exactly what you get. I mean, so for me, I mean, it delivered and then some. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's not gonna win any Oscars. Like I know it's like doesn't have a great plot, but I mean, yeah, you could say it's kind of a gimmick, but I think the gimmick overall works. I mean, it doesn't try to be something that it's not. It gives you exactly like what you see in the trailer. That's exactly what you get. You get an hour and a half of that shit. So, I mean, obviously, if that appeals to you, then you're gonna watch this and hopefully love it as much as I did. So I give it.
Plot is really almost non-existent. It's like what Corey said on the Double Toasted review. It's like somebody started writing it at 3 pages and they said, man, fuck this, man. It just start blowing shit up and start killing people. Yeah, it's basically what you get in the movie. I mean, there's not really much there, but I mean, it's just a really stripped down. It's like a Half-Life fucking meets
the Raid.
Meets like fucking crazy shootouts from like Uncharted and like chase sequences and it's just like a fucking just like a huge fucking concoction of like everything that's fucking awesome almost in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I loved it, man. I give it.
I like it a lot.
So obviously, I mean, if you're an action movie nerd, video game nerd, like this is gonna be right up your alley. So I'm pretty sure you guys probably were as hyped for this movie as we were and went to go watch it. So let us know what you think down in the comments below. Let us know your favorite deaths, I guess, in the movie, because there were many. So let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Is it real, son? Is it really real, son? Let me know it's real, son, if it's really real. Something I can feel, son. Load it up and kill one, want it raw deal, son, if it's really real.